Mr. Herod.
I'm waiting on everybody. Cut this awkward part out.
Okay, I can't. It's on my...
Ready, set, go.
Okay. Water enters into the thylakoid membrane, where special enzyme splits it into oxygen, hydrogen ions, and electrons. Okay? Hydrogen ions begin to fill the inside of the membrane, creating what we call a concentration gradient. That means there is a very high concentration of hydrogen ions on the inside and a low concentration on the outside, meaning diffusion wants to happen. These hydrogen ions want to get out. Okay? So, as more and more water split, more oxygen becomes available. Oxygen is going to combine into O2. This O2 leaves the plant and goes out into the atmosphere. And these two electrons are going to enter the PS2, where light hits the PS2 and is absorbed, and these electrons get energized. These energized electrons will move to the first ETC, where they will use their energy to pump in hydrogen ions to keep increasing that concentration gradient. These electrons are going to move to the photosystem 1, where light again is going to hit photosystem 1, and these electrons are going to get re-energized since they lost some of their energy at the first ETC. These newly energized electrons are going to move on to a second, shorter ETC with all their energy, where NADP+ is going to come in, pick up these electrons, pick up a hydrogen ion, and become NADPH. Put little electrons up here. And then this NADPH is going to go off to the Calvin cycle. Hydrogen ions are going to move out through the ATP synthase, causing that molecule to spin. As it spins, ADP and a phosphate group get caught up in that spinning action, and ATP is created. That ATP is going to follow the NADPH off into the Calvin cycle. So in the Calvin cycle, we have these 5 carbon molecules that are over in the stroma. From the atmosphere, the plant cell is going to take in carbon dioxide. These carbon dioxide molecules are each going to combine with a 5 carbon molecule to form a 6 carbon molecule. Now, these 6 carbon molecules are incredibly unstable. And since they are unstable, they're going to break apart into 2 3-carbon molecules. Now this gives us a grand total of 12 3-carbon molecules. We're going to have ATP and NADPH from over here that we made in the light reactions. They're going to come out to the stroma, to the Calvin cycle, and drop off all that energy that they obtained, and they're going to energize 2 of the 12 3-carbon molecules. Okay? So after they drop off their energy, they become ADP and NADP+ again, and we can see over here where they're going to come back over here and get re-energized into the cycle. Now, these 3 carbons that get energized are going to transform into a 6-carbon molecule known as C6H12O6, or sugar, glucose mostly. And then the rest of these 10 3-carbon molecules are going to rearrange into 6 5-carbon molecules. And these 6 5-carbon molecules here are going to start this whole Calvin cycle over again. You can see the light reactions are here. Calvin cycle's over here. So if you look at our picture, if you understand the light reactions and what's going on, you understand the Calvin cycle and what's going on, that's essentially the test.
Yay. Wow.